Good evening and thank you for joining us. We do still have scattered shower activity primarily for parts of the PD. That's going to continue over the next couple of hours and into your Friday as well. We do have a cold front just to the south, high pressure weak just off the coast of Virginia, but that's not really going to be in control at least for tomorrow. Temperature wise, we got 72 degrees in Sherrod, but that's about 10 degrees cooler than what we're seeing here at the coast. All of that is due to some rain cooled air. And over the next couple of hours, expect showers and storms to continue for inland at 9 p.m. 76 for the beaches and 72 for inland.
Sponsored by Joy Law Firm. Just call Joy.
At 5:10, we're beginning with traffic conditions. First, along the immediate coast for the Grand Strand, we do have definitely some slower areas on 501 and also 544 as you're heading inland towards Conway. This is not a car accident on 501 and Carolina Forest Boulevard, but it is a stalled vehicle. So just be mindful, could be having to go around that just a little bit. We'll head inland I-95 between Florence, Dillon, and up to the border belt in Lumberton. That's all in the green and running smoothly, as is downtown Florence, West Palmetto Street, Alligator Road. All of that is in the clear and running on time. For some drive times, 501 Highway 544, Carolina Forest, Coastal Carolina. That's running a little bit double, about 8-minute commute there. And 76, 5 points to Irby. That's on time at 6 minutes. Back to you.
Thanks a lot.
Welcome back. Most of the activity for today was just for areas west of I-95, but just over the last hour or so, we've seen this big giant explosion here of a little bit of convection, some thunderstorm activity, mainly taking up most of Georgetown County, but that flow is coming out of the southwest. That'll be heading into Horry County within the next couple of minutes, so not the best driving conditions. Just make sure your wipers are going here. But the main headlines, we're going to have those cloudy conditions persisting for tonight and also keeping the rain around for the next couple of hours and even into Friday and your weekend as well. And also once we get to that 7-day forecast, we're going to see a very slight warming trend primarily for the PD. But diving into this futurecast now, we got most of the activity east of I-95. Lighter showers will be lingering just to after midnight and for a couple of hours into the overnight as well. Now heading into Friday morning, isolated rain events right along I-95, couple for the Grand Strand as well, but keeping the cloud cover once again. And now once we get a little bit to your mid to even later morning, isolated rain events just off coast and also for parts of Horry County, just for a little bit scattered to start, and then once we get to the afternoon, it becomes much more isolated, only seeing that for areas east of I-95. And finally, Friday night, we do get the cloud cover to break up ever so slightly, looking great for your Saturday morning drive, but there is still a tiny rain potential in the forecast for Saturday as well, as a cold front's going to be moving through the area very early Sunday morning. Here's a look at where it is Saturday night, still located in the upstate, but that will dive right through our area for the early hours and then transitioning offshore into a low pressure system, and that'll continue to move to the northeast. Your low temperatures for tonight, very close to average. Myrtle Beach a little bit warmer at 74 degrees for tonight, but throughout the PD, 71 to 72 degrees, even 69 for Kingstree, with the high temperatures for tomorrow staying in the mid 80s, 85 for Conway, 83 in Georgetown, 86 for Florence and Marion. And we are expecting just a tad bit more sunshine tomorrow. Your UV index is back up to very high. It is a 9. And now diving into your 7-day forecast, best chance for rain is going to be tomorrow. Starting out for the Grand Strand, a little bit more scattered than isolated, and gradually, slowly warming those temperatures into the weekend. 85 on Saturday and heading inland back to 90 degrees for Saturday and Sunday. And those 90-degree temperatures are going to last to start the work week as well. And it's actually going to be the warmest on Wednesday, back to 92.
All right, sounds good. Thanks a lot, Hannah. News 13 at 5 continues in just a moment.
Scattered activity is going to continue for tomorrow and into the weekend, but the rainfall totals really aren't all that significant. We're going to take a look at them on the other side of the break. We do still have a cold front to our south that is creating and keeping the cloud cover around. That'll carry over into tomorrow and even into the weekend as well. This low pressure that was in the Gulf states yesterday has barely moved an inch, and you can see the same area still dealing with the clouds and the rain as well. We're going to zoom in a little bit to our viewing area. Most of the activity was west of I-95, but just around 4:30 or so, we did get this nice area of convection taking up most of Georgetown County, and we are getting a couple of isolated events for Marion and Horry County. That's going to continue for the next couple of hours. As soon as we lose the heat of the day transitioning into sunset, those rain intensities are going to lighten up significantly. Cloudy conditions will be remaining in place throughout your evening and into your morning commute tomorrow as well. We're going to dive into that futurecast now. We have those isolated rain chances, primarily east of I-95, a couple of them right along the I-95 corridor, and a couple lingering into the overnight hours as well. Camden likely to be dealing with some showers just before your morning commute, right around 6 o'clock in the morning. And isolated events continuing by mid-morning, still keeping that cloud cover around though. Looks like we could be dealing with a couple of thunderstorms offshore, a couple of those making it inland for parts of Horry County, but most of the PD is going to be dry for your morning time commute. And once we get a little bit later, transitioning into your afternoon time, we will see a couple of pockets, isolated thunderstorms popping up mainly east of I-95 once again. That's going to be associated with the sea breeze front, but also because we do still have that cold front to our south, and it will slowly be lifting to the north. And finally, once we get into Friday night, going to see those clouds breaking up ever so slightly. I'm tired of these overcast skies. I know most of you guys are too. Looking into the overnight hours, a little bit of clear skies actually. Let's get some more cloud cover late morning and then a little bit more during the afternoon time. But most of the rain chances staying outside of our viewing area for Saturday. That doesn't mean we won't have an isolated shower or thunderstorm rolling through the area. One, because it's going to be warmer, and also we're going to have that sea breeze front moving inland ever so slightly. But with these rain chances over the next couple of days, these totals really aren't that significant. The models do agree that most of the rain will be falling along the Grand Strand, anywhere from ½ an inch to 3/4 of an inch. But that's really your highest total, and only one model is going that high. So over the next 2 days, it looks like ½ an inch of rain is on the forecast. And then at the later half of the weekend, we do have a cold front moving through the area. That'll be very, very early Sunday morning, keeping rain chances around, but it's not going to be a washout any day this weekend, so that's something to look forward to, and we will have those pockets of sunshine as well. Your low temperatures for tonight, very close to average, 69 to 72 degrees throughout the PD, 71 for Conway, and a little bit above average for Myrtle Beach. With those high temperatures for tomorrow staying in the mid-80s throughout the entire area. Looks like Georgetown and North Myrtle Beach going to be your coolest spots in the lower 80s. And your marine forecast, winds will be out of the southeast 5 to 10 miles an hour. The UV index is back up to a 9, so you could be burning a little bit quicker if you don't have sunscreen on. And in terms of the tropics, low chance for development here. That's just outside of the Windward Islands and just off the coast of Africa. Another area to watch with a low chance for development. And here's a look at that 7-day forecast. Scattered rain chances for the next couple of days and a very gradual warming trend. 85 for Saturday for the beaches. And heading inland, you're going to be hitting 90 on Saturday, and that's going to last all the way until Tuesday and then even warmer on Wednesday.
Thanks a lot, Hannah. Time right now to take a look at the
Storm Tracker 13 forecast first, sponsored by Conway Medical Center.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. For a large majority of the day, it was only cities west of I-95 that were dealing with shower and even thunderstorm activity. But since about 4 o'clock, that has changed rather dramatically. Zooming in here for parts of the Grand Strand, seeing that thunderstorm activity pop up in Georgetown County, slowly making its way into the Conway area and just south of Mullins. So definitely need that umbrella at least for the next couple of hours. And also for tomorrow as well at 7 a.m., your bus stop forecast has scattered showers and thunderstorms for both the beaches and inland. And temperature-wise, the beaches will be at 73 and inland at 70.
With Viper 13 real-time radar.
Welcome back. Areas west of I-95 were dealing with most of the activity for a large majority of the day, but over the last hour and a half or so, that has really swapped sides. Now we're looking at areas east of I-95 for most of the heavy downpours. You can see there wasn't a whole lot of activity given 3 hours ago, but since then we got some heavier downpours just outside of Johnsonville, Conway, and also to the north a little bit near Loris, Longs, and Mullins. Dealing with some heavy downpours, but there's not a whole lot of lightning activity, so these are just going to be heavy downpours. Thunderstorm activity is going to be fairly limited for the rest of the day. And the main headline for tonight and for the first half of tomorrow is going to be those cloudier conditions, but we will still have rain in the forecast. And once we get to that 7-day, you're going to see a very slow warming trend. Going to get hot up in here once again. But now diving into that futurecast, got those isolated rain chances for the next couple of hours. We're definitely going to get a break around midnight or so, and inching a little bit closer to that morning commute. We're going to see a little bit of activity here and there, but doesn't look too bad Still going to have pretty dense cloud cover once again. And once we get to that mid-afternoon, isolated showers and storms popping up once again, primarily east of I-95. This is going to be associated with a sea breeze front, and also because we do still have that stalled out front to our south. Calm into the overnight hours and finally beginning to see those clouds break up. Looking great for Saturday morning, and there is still going to be a small potential for the weekend, but looks like we're going to have some breaks where we got apparent and abundant sunshine. I feel like it's been a while since we've had it. Overcast skies have been pretty annoying for the last couple of days. Before the later half of the weekend, we do have a cold front. At Saturday night, it's going to be located in the upstate, but it'll slowly be moving through our viewing area. This will be the source for some of the moisture that will be sticking around Saturday night into the very early hours of Sunday. And then we're still going to have a front to our south, so rain potential is not going to be going away, but at least we will have more sunshine. Now looking ahead to your low temperatures for tonight, pretty close to average, 69 to 72 degrees throughout most of the PD, 71 for Conway and Georgetown, and staying above average is going to be Myrtle Beach at 74 degrees, where the average is about 72 for this time of year. And high temperatures for tomorrow throughout the PD, 84 to 88 degrees, warmest spot going to be inland most. For Chiraw, 86. For Florence, Marion, 85. And Conway, coolest spot North Myrtle Beach at 82 degrees for tomorrow. And given this time of year, there is something to talk about in the tropics, but it has a very low chance for development. Currently, it's located right over the Windward Islands, 0% chance over the next 2 days. Nothing to worry about for this weekend. And another area just off the coast of Africa, only a 10% chance over the next 2 days. Now diving into that 7-day forecast, best chance for rain is going to be tomorrow, though it doesn't look very impressive on that Futurecast model, and a very slow warming trend. 85 for Saturday, and heading inland Saturday, 90 degrees, going to be hot, especially throughout the PD. Those 90s sticking around all the way until next Thursday.
And thanks.
Center.
Good evening, and thanks for tuning in. We do still have a cold front just to the south of the Carolinas, and we do still have those upper level clouds continuing for tonight and for tomorrow as well. In the rain activity, we'll be doing the same. More details on that is coming up in just a bit. But looking at your current temperatures, all of us in the 70s, right at 70 for Marion, Conway, and Georgetown. Lower 70s for the remainder of our cities. In your bus stop forecast for tomorrow, don't head out the door without an umbrella or a rain jacket, as rain activity is going to be pretty isolated, but nonetheless, it's still going to be around. At 7 a.m., the beaches will be at 73 degrees and inland cooler at 70 degrees.